Well, I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes, but then we'll get started because I don't want to take up too much time.
Noted.
Well, hopefully they'll join us in a little bit, but for now, today is November 15th, 2025. We are with Fully Equipped Bible Institute and doing English Composition 101. Today we have we're talking about thesis statements, going over last week's information for those that missed it. And we'll go ahead and get started. So let me just pray for a minute. God, thank you for bringing us together today. Help us learn from each other with open minds and kind hearts. Give us focus, patience, and a little spark of creativity as we write and share. Let what we do here bring understanding and a bit more light into the world. Amen. All right. So last week was interesting with no internet for me. So I had to go down the street and use public and internet Wi-Fi. And so I'm not sure how much of that came across without noise. And it was quite noisy where I was. So I'm not going to go totally in depth. I'm just going to do a brief overview of what we talked about and share some more information. Some of it I might have shared, and some of it I found more resources on. So I'm glad to share that information as well. I'll try not to inundate everybody with too much in their email box. It's just that I feel this information's important, so that's why I keep sending it. Okay. Um, this is like the foundational skills required to draft an effective analytical essay with particular emphasis on developing a clear and purposeful thesis. And so we'll move from like general observations to focused interpretation of the writing that we find. Um, how to identify meaningful patterns and how to translate those insights into a concise argumentative claim. Um, when we have, there was an exercise, excuse me, select a short story, poem, or excerpt from a novel, and the things that we're supposed to pick out of there. Let me just go ahead and share. the screen for anyone listening. Let's see. Get. Oop, I will need to open pages here. Like I said, I think a few weeks ago, I'm getting better at Zoom, but it's not always the best. So it takes me a minute to remember how to do things. I'd like to have more practice. Okay. Mm, okay. And I had sent this out because I wanted to make sure that everybody understood what was, there we go, what was requested and how to do it. So stop me if you have questions. I don't mind. And if it hasn't been turned in yet, um, go ahead and keep working on it until you do finish it. And don't worry about the deadlines or due dates. That is fluid. It's not set in stone, just so long as you understand the material. But it says to choose a text. So you could do the short story, a poem. That's a good one to use, or a part of a novel, a story. And um, they are short answers. So there are questions here, many questions, and all you need to do is, for example, write theme, and then you write from what you've read, you write what is the central idea or message, what's it all about. And that could be one sentence, it could be more than one. It's short, it's not an essay. So don't make this into a big exercise. The characters, setting, plot, point of view, from whose perspective is the story told? Is it from somebody outside of the story or the poem, or is it the person that's one of the characters inside the story? Symbolism, tone, and mood. And then here it says the expectations for writing. Um, when you're finished, create a title page for your submission, like the one that was sent to you showing how to do the APA title page. Um, Answers can be 1, 2 word answers or full sentences. Um, Also make sure to include the title of the story or the poem so that in case I get curious and want to read the whole thing, I can. It's not to check up on it. I just really enjoy reading and submit it through the classroom. So hopefully that will completely answer any of the questions. I wanted to make sure that um, whatever didn't get across in the class last week, I was going to clarify. All right, stop shared there. Close that.
Sorry, Carla.
Yes,
This page that you were sharing now, it's on the notes that you sent for the when you said week 3 and week 4.
yes,
Is it on the, okay.
yes.
Because for me, when I was doing the exercise, I was just looking at the in the week class. That's where I was taking So I
Yes.
see there's more questions there on the one that you sent in the group, on the email.
If you did it according to the classroom, that is also
Mm.
acceptable.
Okay, because I saw some more questions asking about the characters, the place where it took. I had not written about the place but the
Right.
symbols. Mm.
It makes it more rounded, but it's not graded accordingly. Whichever one you chose to do the in the pages that I sent by email or in the classroom. Either one.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, noted.
Good question. Okay. Let's see what else I have pulled up here. Peer review. Okay. Um, okay, I'm just sharing the week 4 class discussion. I will not go over it word for word, but I'm just going to share it again in case anybody needs to be reminded that catch up on your quizzes, your weekly quizzes, because we will go over week 4 class discussion um, and week 5. And so don't get behind because it takes a lot to catch up. And I don't want you to feel pressured to have to take a long time to do that. Antonia, hello.
Hello, greetings, ma.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm just logging in. I'm good. I'm just coming from a Thanksgiving service. I was to preach in that service, so sorry I'm a bit late. I'm just coming from a preaching Thanksgiving service. Yeah.
Oh, no worries. It's all
Thank
good.
you.
We're
Thank
just
you so much.
doing a general review of last
Okay.
week because of um the internet connection that I had. I am unsure how it went and it did not record correctly. So doing a brief overview of week 4 and then we'll get into week
Oh, okay.
5.
Thank you so much, ma.
Yes, and
All right, ma.
get something to drink so that you can just relax a little bit because I know that preaching takes a lot out of people. So
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, ma.
okay, so when we did week 4 class discussion, um I'm just gonna flat out read this. Maybe skip some of the more simple ones, but this was a short one, so maybe I will just read it. The main purpose of analyzing a text is to critically evaluate its content and structure. Hopefully, you're understanding that the bold words are um, important and you need them. Analyzing a text can help you identify the author's arguments and supporting evidence. The following are likely steps in analyzing text. Identify the main ideas and themes, evaluating the author's use of language, considering the text's historical context if relevant. Overall, analyzing text helps you develop a deeper understanding of the content, not just briefly reviewing it and skimming it. Let me look for something here. Let me see. Okay. This one This quiz is a little bit different. It has true and false questions. So where it starts out, a thesis statement is the central argument of your research paper. That's either true or false. So you would choose true or false on your quiz. And if the statement says, or the sentence here reads just like the question, it's probably true. If it does not read like the question or the statement, it is probably false. When you get this page and your quiz and compare them, this will make more sense. All right, a thesis statement should be debatable. Yes. Okay. This one is you should avoid using I or you do. This is the one that I had questions about. When Dr. Vicky had written the question, it was debatable, but I believe that it would be true. I think it was supposed to be false, but I believe if you answer true, that should get you the correct answer. A good thesis statement should be an answer to a research question. Now we've gone from true and false answers to fill in the blank answers. And so knowing these bold words will be helpful for you to complete the quiz. Oh, Pastor Julian, hello. Let me write this down.
Hello.
Hello. Good to
Hey, how
see
you
you.
doing? The same to me. So listen, looks like the schedule has changed. The time.
Oh, the time?
Yeah.
7, well, sorry, not 7. It's 7 a.m. here. 7:30. So 7 to
Okay. Okay, I got it. I understand. The schedule is changed 1 hour. 1 hour. I got it now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Check the updated course syllabus because there was an error at the beginning of the course and it is now from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., which is 1600 to 1800.
Yeah, that's the problem. I see that. I understand now.
Okay. Well, no
Yeah.
worries. You're good. Everything is
Okay.
good. No stress. You don't need stress either. Nobody needs any stress.
Okay. Oh, there are a lot of stress now. It's a lot of stress.
Yes. Yes.
No
And we
sleep. Oh, Jesus.
just stay with him and it's going to be okay. Okay, so a good thesis statement should be an answer to a research question. Remember, research question. A good thesis statement should present an argument that can be supported with evidence. And the thesis statement is the foundation of your research paper. And that is true. It's the main part that starts out your paper. We are just reviewing week 4 because week 4, my internet was not good. So I was in a public setting where it was quite noisy and it kept going in and out. So the recording did not work. And I wasn't sure how much people actually got to hear. So we're just running through it really quickly before we do week 5. All right. Get to the next one. This one. Okay. Okay. This one talks about developing a thesis statement. And I just wanted to make it short and concise because there's all this talk about thesis statement on all these different documents and in the book. And I just wanted it to be something in one place that explained it. So hopefully this is helpful. I don't know if I sent it to you or if I did this after class. It might have been after class. Everything I discussed today, I will send to you, and I might end up sending duplicates from last week. And hopefully that's okay, and I'm not blowing up your mailbox. Okay, so thesis statement is the main idea or central argument of an essay. It tells the reader exactly what the writer is trying to prove, explain, or discuss. When, believe it or not, when you pick up an academic writing, the first paragraph, the first few sentences, it's going to tell you what it's all about. And that prepares your mind to be able to focus in. Think of it as an essay's roadmap. It sets the direction for the entire paper and lets the reader know what to expect in the body paragraphs. The strong thesis is specific, clear, and arguable. It doesn't just state a fact, but takes a position or presents an interpretation that requires support with evidence. So whether or not you have your thesis statement written, that's okay. Like I said before, the due dates are fluid. They are able to be moved. If you are struggling to get something done, do not stress about due dates. Just work steadily, do it when you can, and turn it in when you can. Everything will be due December 20th. So if that means that 1 week you were unable to work on anything and turn anything in, that's okay. Just, you know, when everything is due. So just make sure that you can schedule for that and make time for that. I'm not going to deduct points for something coming in a week or 2 late, just so long as you get it in. To develop a thesis statement, start by carefully analyzing the essay prompt. Ask yourself, what's the main point I want to make? What do I believe about the subject? Next, narrow your focus to one clear idea rather than trying to cover too much. That can be a downfall, is somebody trying to fit in too much in one thesis statement. That might need to be broken down. Once you know your main claim, think of 3 main reasons. That's your 3 different paragraphs. in the body of your writing. And then write at the end, write your thesis as 1 or 2 complete sentences that states what you just said. It clearly expresses your position and the points that you use to support it. For example, I know we talk about social media a lot, but a weak thesis statement is social media is popular among teenagers. Okay, that's fine, but it does not give some of the other specific details or arguments and doesn't give reasons. So a stronger one would be, although social media helps teenagers stay connected, its overuse can lead to anxiety, there's 1, poor sleep, there's 2, and decreased face-to-face communication. It's specific, arguable, and supported by clear reasons. Some people may not agree with the social media statement, and that's where having it be arguable comes in, because you're stating what you believe, but knowing that other people might believe to the contrary. Okay, let me see. Right. So if you ever need me to look at a thesis statement, email it to me and see if you're on the right track, if you'd like. Okay.
So will we email the document like what I did last time?
Yes, you can email it. And that would be good for me to look it over. And then once you feel that your document is ready, you can also submit it through the classroom. Or you can just
Oh.
straight submit it through the classroom first. You don't have to email it to me first. It's just if you want me to review it.
So the thesis statement to email, prepare and send it to you?
Yeah, well, if you want me to look it over and see if it's along the same lines as what I just described, you can, but you do not need to. It's not required. It's just if you want someone else to have eyes on it and check it. But
Okay, generally thesis statement, some thesis statement of the AMUS, they are 1 page, 2 page. It's not a problem.
it's not a problem. Nope,
Okay.
not a problem at all.
Okay.
Yeah, but anything that is for points, like it's your final document that you're sending in to be graded, send that through the classroom. Anything you just want me to look over and see if you're on the right track, you can email that. There's 2 different things, just for me to look at, or is it an email? If you want me to grade it, send it through the classroom.
Okay.
Yes.
So from our week 1 to week 4 now, the only submissions is the one that we submitted on week 2, and this one, the analytical exercise on week 4. Am I correct?
Let me look.
Because at first I saw as if there was a writing exercise.
Yes, the writing. I believe I have everything from you. I will take a look. Week 1 was the reading analysis and writing exercise. Week 2 was the draft of the narrative essay, or you didn't need to turn that one in, just the writing exercise. The narrative essay is the big one that you needed to
Send it
finish.
to me, Doctor. Doctor, the narrative essay, I sent it to you.
Yes, I have it.
Okay. So analytic essay, we need to send it to you.
The exercise, yes. And then
I mean,
go
I'm
ahead.
kind of confused here. I mean, the analytic essay, it's about 800 pages.
Oh, no, no, no. Not 800 pages. Words. 600 to 800 words.
Oh, I thought it's pages.
Oh, I am so sorry. That would be impossible.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm sorry. I was confused. Thank you for clarification.
Oh my goodness. That would be, wow, I would be such a mean person. Oh, that would be
Well,
horrible.
I was confused. I keep writing. Generally, I write them in French, English, and French, and translate and say what correct. I say, God, I will take time to be eight pages.
Oh no, no. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I feel so bad. No, it's words. 600.
It's not you. It's my confusion. My head is very heavy with
Yes,
what's going on in Haiti about shootings. I have other pastors that are on my responsibility that oversee. They check on me, calling me shooting. People get shoot. This that you know. I'm
yes.
my eyes are heavy. I said, God. And I said, well, wait a minute. I have to talk to Dr. Kala before and then. No.
And write 800 pages. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Oh, goodness.
Thank, thank you for the clarification. I was crazy.
Right?
You got your family, your people, church, all the
Everything.
pastors.
Yeah. Whew. That would be
Thank
a
you.
big undertaking. That's what you would probably need to do if you wanted to get your doctorate. But oh my goodness, no, that would be like 1 or 2 pages. It's
I'm sorry.
does
I'm
that
sorry.
does
I,
that
apo- I apologize. I apologize for telling you that, but my head is heavy.
oh yes. Yes, do not apologize. Yeah, it's understandable and hopefully that relieves some of your stress.
Amen. Amen.
I'm not going for a doctorate if it needs 800.
Right? No, thank you. No 800 pages. How about 800, 600 to 800 words? Simple little
Hmm.
word.
So I need to we need to send it to you this week, right? This weekend.
Let's see. Draft.
Oh,
You're
that was 14.
we're the week 4 was the analytical exercise, and I think I have that to go through in just a moment. But this week you're working on your draft, where you'll type it up and then you'll ask somebody to look it over and see if you need to make any corrections. And then the end of next week, you'll be turning it in.
Okay.
So you
Oh
can.
Lord, I kept waiting for. I kept waiting. I said, "Oh God, when I would have
Oh no.
Jesus."
Yeah, you got another week to do all 800 pages. What are you gonna do, you know? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh dear. Oh, I think I would start crying. Uh,
Oh,
no, that would be wow. Mm-mm.
um, my wife, my kids say, Dad, when are you going to finish writing 100 pages? I say, well,
Maybe
let me have.
a year. Oh gosh.
Wow.
That I get it. Okay, well, hopefully that helps. Let me. Whew,
So, Carla, the
yes,
peer review is the one you are saying. If I write a draft of my analytical essay, I'm supposed to give someone to review it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It can be someone in class. It can be someone in your family. It can be a friend. It can be someone in your church. Just so someone else might be able to look at it and say, this is really good and it helps your confidence. Or maybe you might want to check on this because I was not understanding that. Just someone to look at it again. So it's not something you're going to turn in or
Okay. Okay.
to get graded on. It's just someone to help you look at it and check and make sure that, this is what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah. So this document here says, share your analytical essay draft with me by email. You do not need to do it by email, but if
Yeah,
you,
I will send you I will review mine and send it to you by email to
okay,
see.
okay. Yeah, and I don't mind that at all. If you would like to, you may. That's good.
I
If
would like to. I would
okay,
like to.
I like reading, so that would be fine.
Yeah. So
Um, yeah,
let me ask you a question, Dr. Kala.
yes.
My problem, I don't know, maybe sometimes when I'm writing, I speak several languages. Sometimes I mix up the languages. Or can I fix that?
Um, that's that's going to happen when you have multiple languages. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It even happens in conversation. So what you can do is that's a good place to get your peer reviewer to read because I don't know French. If I run across a French word, I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I don't know what that means." And then that's a good way for me to tell you, don't forget to translate it to my language.
Yeah.
Peer review is helpful for that way as well.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so things that I would look for or a peer reviewer could look for is the thesis statement. Is it clear, specific, and arguable? We went over that. Argumentation. Are the arguments well supported with evidence? So this is where you'll need to um, write your argument or the statement against it, and then tell where did you find that? Did you find it in on the internet? Did you find it in a theological writing? Where did you find it? And then make sure you save where you found it, right down in the references at the end. Organization, is it well structured and logically organized, or is it jumping all around? Who knows? When it jumps all around, it's confusing. So that is pretty easy to figure out if it's organized. Is the analysis insightful and critical? Not critical in the bad way, but just discussing back and forth. Style and tone, is it clear, concise, and engaging? And grammar and mechanics. Are there any errors in grammar, punctuation, or spelling? That for me, that one is the easiest because it's either yes it is or no it's not.
Sorry,
So
I didn't get the last statement. Are they
um,
when I'm analyzing someone's essay. Okay.
yes, when the analysis, is it insightful and critical or
Mhm.
clear, concise, and engaging? And then I was just mentioning that when I do a peer review on grammar and mechanics, it's easy for me, but it may not be easy for other people. And sometimes there are differences in what people expect when there's punctuation. I am going to write down what it is here, but if it's different somewhere else, no worries. It's not like I'm going to take off 100 points out of 100. It's just, that's crazy. Mostly what you need to focus on is your ideas and your thought and what you're trying to communicate. The rest of it is just fluff.
So on the analytical essay,
Yeah.
you said we can include references. When I'm writing a story, it's me who's creating.
Yeah.
How then do I get the references? It sort of confuses me, because let's say I'm writing a story about my life.
If you have references, you can include them. If someone said a story about something that they are repeating and it's something about history, then they could find something about that in their in something and reference it. In that case, you would put that at the end. But if you're just writing it from you, no, you don't need to.
Okay.
Dr. Kala,
Yes.
generally, I enjoy telling about my story. You can see that in my assignment.
Yes.
So no need for references in case of my personal experience.
Yes. So
All right.
you do not have to put references.
All right.
Yes. No, in some cases you do not need to. But if you do happen to, put it at the end. Put the where you found it. Like even if it's something in the Bible that you have I know that there was a few wonderful stories that I read recently, and it mentioned Bible verses, and the at the very end is where you could see, it's just practice for later. Um, write down the Bible verse and then what it says at the very end of your paper, like a bibliography kind of thing.
Okay.
I can probably, let me see, where's my pencil? I can send a short little explanation of that if you want an example,
Mm.
and nothing to be stressed about.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm writing notes to myself. That is a long word, bibliography. Wow. Okay, I will do that. And there are times where you will not have any references at the end, because it doesn't fit with your paper. So don't try to make one up. Just leave it and move on. Okay. So you'll see me put the APA guidelines at the end of some, or maybe as many as I can, assignments, because I want to remind you what they are. So for it'll be typed, obviously, double spaced document, 12-point font, Times New Roman font, 1-inch margins, and it says cite any sources you reference using APA style, if applicable. The if applicable is just what we were talking about. If you need to. And that
So
is
for the photo page, our course is FA0225. Is that correct?
correct. Yes.
So if I write then I'm saying week 2. Is this week 2 or it's week 4 for
Um,
the
this
analytical essay?
this would be week 4. Yes.
Week 4.
Yes.
Okay.
We're in week 5, but we're going over week 4 because of the issues, technical issues.
So it's week 4, written assignment 2,
Correct.
English composition 101.
Correct.
Okay. So do I need then on this first page to put the title to say narrative essay or analytical essay? Or it's
And
not supposed to be?
analytical essay.
I should put it under English composition 101
Yes.
before I put your name.
I believe so. Let me look. I always forget the order. And if this is for your final paper, you'll put week 5 on it. Title page, you put your paper title, your name. Yes, so you put the title at the very top. You can put the week that it is underneath or on top, either one.
Okay. So my name is supposed to be where? At the top after week 4.
Yes,
So I say week 4 assignment, then my name, then English composition 101, analytical exercise, then Professor Color.
yes,
Okay.
that'll work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
that's a
learning.
good question. You have good questions, all of you. This is great. Okay, so I'm trying to think, there was something I was going to say. Oh, this is the draft, the analytical essay. The draft is week 5, so you don't have to turn that in. But when you do, like week 4 was the analytical exercise, that is week 4. And I will send you also this page. I think I sent this page. I'm not sure. Assignments, English Composition 101. Let me see if I have that pulled up here. It might make it a lot easier to understand.
I never knew English was this complicated.
Right? It shouldn't be. I think it's one of the weirdest languages.
Yeah.
We should learn a different language first.
So much detail to it.
It's actually just the APA format. Nobody really likes it. I don't know why we have to do it. It's not my choice. Okay. Did I send this to you? Does this look like anything anybody got on here? It says the following list of assignments that are due by the end of that week.
Yes, I
Yes.
get it. Professor,
Okay.
you send it to me.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I got it. I got this.
I
Good.
have.
Hopefully that made it a little bit more clear. And if anything is, if you're behind in anything, don't worry. But just if you need to turn it in under a certain week, that might help which week you're supposed to turn it in.
Okay.
All right. Stop share. All right. How is everyone doing with your analytical essay? Are we okay trying to figure it out, or do you have questions? As the questions come up, please feel free to interrupt me. Okay. Analyzing text. I'm going over the papers or the things that we talked about last week, and there's a lot of repetitiveness here, but that's okay, because I just want it to be clear. Okay. Okay. So I've talked to most of you about the homework. And it seems like, yep, we already did that. We did. Okay, good. That's good. Great. My screen is being lovely. Okay, is there anything else about week 4 that you have questions about? Okay, so later when you think of those questions, you can ask me. All right. All right, I am going to share week 5 class discussion. Okay. Shrinks down my screen when I plop that up there. Not really sure why. Okay, so
Sorry, Carl. Just as a matter of interest, when people are writing books, which theory or type of is it like you are writing an essay when you're writing a book? What type of essay will you be writing? Is it enough?
sometimes it is. If it's a nonfiction one, rather than a story. When you're writing a story, you can do it that way, but some people, just depends on the type of story. Usually it's an analytical. If you want, it depends on the conflict as well. And that's kind of what makes a story have a rise and fall and make the reader interested.
Okay.
Okay, so week 5 involves peer review process to provide constructive feedback on analytical essays. And you may not get that done till the end of this week, or, Thursday or Friday, and that's fine too. Give yourself enough time to be able to polish up your writing and be ready for next class. So don't wait till the very last minute. You'll refine your writing skills by considering others' perspectives and suggestions. There were a few times that I asked someone to look at my papers. It's always kind of makes me nervous when I have somebody else look at my papers. But sometimes when I let them, they agree with me that it's good, or they agree with me that I need to change a certain part in it. But sometimes they'll have differing opinions. And that really makes me think, am I on the right track? Am I writing what is fair? So you might come across something that somebody else says, well, I don't know if you should do it this way, or maybe you should consider this. And that doesn't mean that what you write is wrong. It just means that they are thinking in a different way than you. So getting criticism does not always mean that it's bad. It's a place that you can grow. Okay. One moment. Okay. So you'll learn to identify credible sources, assess their relevance, and incorporate them effectively into your writing. Let's see. The Craft of Research, that book, it's a comprehensive guide to research and writing, and provides a good solid foundation for both analytical. Did I do that? I might have done that. Essays, and research papers. So did I write on there? Huh. I don't know how that happened. That's interesting. Can everybody see the week 5 class discussions?
Yes,
Yeah.
Professor.
Okay, thank you. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Okay, well, I don't know why there's yellow on there, but I must have done that in my sleep. Okay, a critical analysis essay only focuses on the positive and negative aspects of a work because its main purpose is to evaluate and interpret the piece, not just summarize it. So, in other words, the writer examines what works well, the strengths, and what doesn't, or the weaknesses, to form like a balanced and thoughtful judgment. Let's see. Huh. Weird. Okay. It is not acceptable to use slang and contractions in a critical analysis essay. And they're still talking about analytical essays. They're just putting in the word critical in there, so I don't want that to confuse anybody. It's just part of the quiz that you'll see at the week 5. It's not acceptable to use slang or contractions in a critical analysis essay because the writer needs to maintain a formal and academic tone. Slang and contractions make the language sound casual or conversational, which weakens your essay. If it is in a conversation, if you're quoting someone, then that's different. That does not take away from it. But any part of it that you're using that is in your regular writing, your academic writing, should be clear and precise and respectful of the subject. So using formal language really does help convey the seriousness and that you are the authority of that. Critical analysis essay examines and evaluates someone else's work such as a book, an essay, or an article. Its purpose is to understand how effectively the author communicates ideas and to assess the quality of their argument or message. By analyzing the author's choices, like structure, evidence, tone, and style, you determine whether the work succeeds in achieving its purpose and how it affects the audience. The focus of a critical analysis should be on the work being analyzed rather than on you or yourself, because the goal is to evaluate the author's ideas and techniques, not to do experiences. A critical analysis is meant to be objective and evidence-based. Primary purpose of peer review in the writing process is to provide constructive criticism and suggestions for improvement. It allows writers to gain fresh perspective on their work, and identify issues they might have overlooked. Feedback from others, and we talked about that before, helps improve clarity, organization, overall quality, ensuring that the final piece is stronger, more polished, and more effective at communicating the message. So if your peer reviewer does not understand something, try to figure out why they don't understand it, what it is that you need to clarify, and then put it in your writing so that the next person, you might even ask them to read that again and see if it makes more sense. Because sometimes we know exactly what we mean, but when we write it, it does not come out like we thought. Let's see. Editing primarily focuses on improving clarity, coherence, and correctness in the writing, because these elements ensure that the reader can understand the message easily and follow the writer's ideas smoothly. By refining your word choice, sentence structure and grammar, and definitely punctuation, editing makes the writing more precise, logical, and professional, which is something that strengthens the overall effectiveness of your work. When you go over it again and find your own errors, that strengthens you as a writer as well. The benefit of discussing feedback with a peer reviewer is that it helps clarify questions and concerns about the feedback, because conversations allow for understanding and deeper context. They might ask you for clarifications or even other examples, and you might find that you want to add that to your writing. So have an open mind when somebody's doing a peer feedback or peer review. Quantitative research method focuses on collecting and analyzing numerical data, because it aims to measure variables and identify patterns, test hypotheses using statistical methods. That is a whole mouthful. Just to say that quantitative research, if you have it in there, makes it more formal, but not required. The following are key criterion for evaluating sources: authority, accuracy, and currency. Authority confirms that the author is qualified and trustworthy. You know what you're writing is. You know that what you're discussing with somebody is something that you know about. Accuracy ensures that the information that you share is correct and supported and free from bias or errors, because either you know the facts or you are referencing something that can be proven with facts. And currency checks that the material is recent enough to be relevant to your topic. If your topic is something to do with current day issues and you reference something from, 7 decades ago, that might not be so applicable. You might not want to do that. You might want to try to find something that is more closer to the time, this time. And one of the characteristics of qualitative research is to focus on meanings and experiences, because it seeks to understand how people perceive or interpret and make sense of their world. Rather than relying on numbers or qualitative research, it explores thoughts and feelings in depth, providing details or insights into human experiences and the reasons behind them. When I have read, some of your writings, when there have been actual examples and human experiences that you've included, it makes it just it makes it more of a rich story, a story that I can really get into and feel almost. So focus on what things mean, and try to use language that shares the experience in a way that someone can picture in their mind. That is good. Now, when you get to the quiz and you have your class discussion notes with you, there are true and false questions. There are fill in the blank questions. There are multiple choice questions. And I believe all of them have, yes, all of them are bolded and should give you clear guidance on those answers. All right. Okay, so let me go find something that we need to review. Mhm. I just need to find out where it is. Mm, okay. Now, somebody was mentioning how English is strange, and the APA style of writing is very specific. It's not how we in school, in primary school and intermediate school, it's not how we were told to write things. We were told, put your name on your paper and sometimes the date and turn it in. Well, with APA, which is American Psychological Association, they decided to have funky rules, and I just follow the directions. When I was going through college, it it made no sense to me why I would waste an entire paper on just, or an entire page of my paper on just the title. It made no sense to me. I didn't know why, but it keeps everything uniform, apparently. So I guess that's what we're doing here, and it does make it look nice. Okay, let's see. We're going to share. I'm going to try to explain what I mean, if I can get this up here. Okay, so when you have, and this is not for your class, but it's an example of a title page. When you are writing your paper and you have, you know, your title at the top and all your words, not 800 pages worth, but maybe 800 words. That made me smile, Julian. I will let you know that before the paper starts, you will have one paper that is like a cover paper. And I shrunk it down so you could see that this is the cover paper. So then the papers that follow it are what your writing is. So this right here does not go on the same page as your writing. So it's just like, it's like the cover of a book. We have the title. This one happens to be here. And then different order. It really is not too strict on these, but this one just has student name, the university or the institute, the class name, and my name and the date. So this page is all by itself. And then the next.
So are you going to send me, or are you going to send us this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I will change this to say analytical essay, and then I will change it to say English Composition 101, and I'll even change the date, but you put the date on there that you need to put. But it's a good example to show that this is just on one page, and then the next page is where you start writing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes, Professor, it does.
Okay, good. All right. There are, I believe it's You set the margins for, I can't see my whole screen here, but you set the margins for, oh, there we go, 1 inch, and then on this side over here, 1 inch, and this is all centered. We have double spaced, so when you hit return 4 times, it will be approximately a little above the middle of the page, and then you hit enter 2 times. So you have a bigger space between the title and your name. And then each of these is just 1 space. Or, it's double space, so you would only hit enter once. I think that's it for, and I am not going to get a ruler and make sure that it is, centered exactly. That's not, I don't do that. I've got too much going on in my life to get the ruler out. It's just a general look of the paper. Just, can be here, it can be here, anywhere. And now I can't move my mouse. Oh, there we go. But just so long as you have the information on there is really what we're looking for. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to write that down, that I'm sending that to you. Sending the example of the bibliography. I'm sending the example of the title page. Maybe that could add one of the pages to your 800 pages. Oh, you give me something to smile about. Okay. And, okay. Developing, did we do this? I'm not sharing anything right this moment. I'm looking in the files to see if there's anything that we need to go over. Still, but I'm thinking that we went over just about everything. So we have, okay. Okay. I have a page that I will show you, but you all can read, so I won't read it word for word with you. I will send it to you. This might be something, if you are able to print, you might want to print this just for reference for now or later. But it's a step-by-step drafting process for an analytical essay. So this was for the analytical exercise. You could read the prompt, annotate the sources, which just means if there's any evidence. This is more for if you're doing a more in-depth thing in later classes, more in-depth exercise. So I'm just going to send it to you as a reference, not anything that you need to work on right now. Okay. It just goes along with the analytical. I'm all about having giving people resources for now and for later. You might find that you can use it. Yeah, I think me checking one more thing. We went over the homework. We went over the okay. Does anybody have any questions that you would like for me to help you figure out, or that you have in general? Move this up. Okay. I really enjoy this class. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your lives, and I pray for you daily. I just want you to know that you have a special place in my heart, all of you, and everybody's doing wonderfully. I just want to let you know that. Okay. So let's.
I want to tell you too that you changed my way of writing too.
Oh, I hope in a good way.
Yeah, yeah, you changed my way of writing. You know, I put everything in order now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, the same here, Professor. You know, I was telling
Oh,
my husband yesterday that you made me want to write. I'm going to start writing short stories. People have been
Yay.
telling me to write. Yeah, I want to start writing short stories, a book, because of the way you have really changed my way of writing. So, Pastor Junior, I'm in line too.
remember, I did email you, Dr. Carla. You remember I emailed you? I said I'm going to write some books. You remember that?
Oh, yes. Yes.
For
Yeah.
me, I was in the process of writing a book, but I didn't know what
Okay.
to do. So when I was asking you which type of essay would it be for the books, because I wrote sort of introductions to my book, then I was stuck. But thanks to you now, I'm getting direction.
Oh, thank you. That makes me
Yeah,
feel good.
you make an impact, Dr. Carla. Your teaching make an impact.
That
Makes
just,
it.
wow. It's humbling. Very humbling. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, you all
And
have,
I like the way that you teach. You're very slow to explain. You patient. I love the way you teach. I love your teaching. Yeah, you take
thank you.
time, and anytime we email you, you reply. If I email, it surprised me when I email you. You don't take hour to answer. It surprised me.
Well, I try. Sometimes I'm at my job and I can't at the moment, but I try to do it as soon as possible. And
Yeah.
I just I remember as a young person going to college, I wish I would have been older, because I know now that I wanted teachers that were going to be patient with me and explain things. And everybody seemed so, they just wanted to get through it so quickly. So now I'm trying to be the kind of teacher that I wanted. And hopefully that's coming across.
Yeah, you teach with your heart. You know, I would say no, I don't find a word to say exactly, but you teach with passion, with love, you know. Well, I love that.
Oh, wow. This is like
Like a
on,
shepherd. Like a shepherd.
oh, thank you. I'm blushing here. Thank you so much. Gosh, that makes me smile. It makes it worth it. You know, when I see how your everybody's papers have started changing and developing and being more well-rounded, it's just wonderful. If ever you have my email, everybody, so if ever you know, a year down the road or so you write something, email it and I can help you with it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Would anyone like to pray us out?
So let me pray. Let me
Okay.
pray. Father in heaven, thank you so much for your grace, for your love. Thank you for Dr. Kala. Thank you for Pastor Antonia. Thank you for Pastor Tendai. Father, thank you for the class. We love this class. We learn, we fix our way of writing or pay more attention. We are better to better our way of writing. And we say thank you for Dr. Kala for her patience, love. She's teaching with heart. Understand people anytime you ask. God, thank you for him, for her. Bless everyone. Bless our weekend. God, protect us here. You see Haiti. It's very rough here. Please, we trust you, God, your protection. Bless everyone. Bless our Sunday. Bless our week. And we pray you in the name of Jesus Christ. And we say amen.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Man, I receive the grace to be a pastor
Yes. Oh, yes. That's
because it was released there in the prayer.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, everybody, and I will talk to you next week. Email me with all your questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Bye-bye,
So,
Doctor.
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.